What was your assessment of how Brandon Clark looked in his first extended time on the floor? It looked like you were kind of playing him a lot with Jaren, like similarly in the past. What was your assessment of all?
Yeah, I loved how BC attacked the game. Obviously made quick decisions. Getting his touchback will take a little bit of time, but I thought he was pretty aggressive out there. Running the floor, which was really good to see. And then obviously, you're watching playgroup, seeing how that's going to translate to an NBA game. But I thought his wind was pretty good. The stretches that he played, he was giving pretty good effort out there. So obviously, we'll watch a film with him. He's so happy to get back. Obviously disappointed that we got the loss, but it was great to see him out there. I thought he brought great energy on both sides of the floor, things that he's going to continue to build on.
Yeah, in a season that's featured a lot of disappointment because of injuries, is it nice to have a little bit of an emotional boost by adding somebody back out there that I think everyone was excited to see and happy for, that he was back on the floor?
Yeah, I mean, obviously he's an unbelievable person, and it was great to see the reception that he got from the fans, and obviously he was feeling it from his teammates, the days leading up to tonight. But it's great. Obviously it's been a crazy year, and obviously for him it's been a crazy year. How long it's taken. Obviously an Achilles injury is something you don't want to play around with. You want to be smart, but he was unbelievable throughout the process, and every indicator that we had set out for him, he met. He was doing even extra work to make sure he was prepared, not rushing anything. To see him come, full circle 1 year later and get out there and compete, like we expect him to do. And obviously, we'll be smart with his minutes, I think I said before the game. But, these next 9 games, it's going to be great to see him, build some momentum into the offseason.
Taylor, what do you chalk up Rui's night to mostly? I know, like, when we think back to the playoffs last year, early in that series, you kind of he was the guy you let shoot more than others. Was that the case today? Just, like, again, what do you chalk that performance up to that he had?
Yeah, priority was the paint. Obviously, I think he was a beneficiary of some great ball movement. Russell shot it well, and I guess Rui likes playing in this building. We adjusted late, probably a little too late on my part. But give him credit. He had a heck of a night.
Coach, can you talk about the role that Brandon played behind the scenes over the past year in the locker room on road trips?
Yeah, I mean, he's got a great personality. He's got great humor, positivity. Obviously, he saw what the team's been dealing with all season long, and he tried to keep everyone's spirits up. He kept plowing away with his individual work. He was trying to find time with his teammates. When they were working out individually, he was in the gym. As much as possible to be around these guys. So positive spirit throughout. I think that's the person that he is, and I thought it benefited him too, just being around the group as much as possible as he was kind of enduring his return to play plan. But he meant a lot to us, especially in the locker room, his voice and in his BC way.
Taylor, from your perspective, what is the value Clark gets from coming back and playing these last couple of weeks rather than waiting until the start of next season?
I think it's confidence that everything he was doing the last year, allows him to get back on an NBA floor at the end of the day, rather than waiting another, I don't know how long it would be, 6 months or something like that. Obviously, building momentum, like I keep saying, he gets the game reps. He gets to feel all the work that he was putting in the last year, from recovery from surgery to, non-court work to just one-on-no court work. I mean, everything building up. I think it gives him a lot of confidence to go out there. And, he and I were openly talking about, hey, man, you're probably not going to be the BC of old right away. But he worked so hard to eventually get back and even stronger than ever. And that's going to take some time. But getting that NBA court opportunity right now to build momentum into the summer, knowing what he can work on, play 5-on-5 throughout the summer, continue working on his strength in his game. Fast forward to next October, he's going to have that confidence on I did it back in the spring and had a great offseason on top of that.